There is a fruit sitting in your kitchen right now that does something eggs cannot. Not better in the way marketing language means better. Marginally, statistically, barely worth mentioning better. Better in a way that matters enormously when you are over 75 and your body has quietly changed the rules on you. Building muscle after 75 is not impossible, but the old strategies, the ones built for younger bodies, built mostly on research done on men, stop working the way they used to. And the reason comes down to one biological shift that almost nobody talks about clearly. Today, we are going to talk about it clearly. Your muscles, at this stage, have developed something researchers call anabolic resistance. Think of it like a door that used to swing open at the lightest knock. When you were younger, protein arrived, the door opened, your muscles grabbed what they needed and built. Now that door is heavier. The knock has to be harder. The protein has to arrive in a specific form, at a specific speed, carrying a specific signal, or the door barely moves at all. This is not failure. This is biology asking you to be more precise. And the fruit that changes everything is not a supplement. It is a watermelon. Here is what most people do not know about watermelon. The flesh is mostly water. Yes, but inside that water lives one of the highest concentrations of a specific amino acid found anywhere in the plant kingdom, L-citrulline. Citrulline is not a direct building block of muscle. It does something subtler and more important. Think of your blood vessels like garden hoses with a partial kink. Citrulline tells the body to release nitric oxide, which is the signal that unkinks the hose. Blood moves faster, wider, more freely. And when blood moves more freely, the protein and nutrients you eat actually reach the muscle tissue that needs them. The door does not just get knocked, the hallway leading to the door gets cleared. A study published in 2015 in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that watermelon juice significantly increased citrulline absorption compared to synthetic citrulline supplements. That matters. It means the whole food delivers the compound more efficiently than the pill version. For a woman over 75 whose circulation has naturally slowed, whose blood vessel walls have lost some of their elasticity, this mechanism is not a footnote. It is the reason the protein she eats can actually get to work. But there is a second reason watermelon earns this conversation, and it has to do with something that happens inside the muscle itself after the protein arrives. There is a moment in the hours after you eat protein where your muscle either says yes or says not now. The signal that tips that decision is something called mTOR, the body's primary switch for muscle protein synthesis. Think of mTOR as the foreman on a construction site. When the foreman shows up, work happens. When he does not, the crew sits idle. For the foreman to show up, the right materials have to be present. Specifically, leucine. Leucine is the amino acid that activates mTOR most powerfully. Eggs are high in leucine. Most people stop the conversation there. But here is what that conversation misses. After 75, a woman's digestive system has slowed. Stomach acid production drops by up to 40% compared to her younger years. Enzymes that break protein into its usable amino acids become less efficient. Eggs, as a protein source, are dense and complete. But they arrive slowly. The amino acid peak in the bloodstream after eating eggs can take 2 to 3 hours. For a younger muscle, that is fine. The window for synthesis is wide. For an older muscle with anabolic resistance, that slow arrival means the signal is weak by the time the door is finally knocked. Watermelon protein, specifically the seeds, which most people throw away, and which are now available as a cold-pressed powder, is something different. The amino acid profile of watermelon seed protein is remarkably complete, with a leucine concentration that rivals whey, but the delivery speed is closer to a fast-digesting protein than a slow one. The foreman arrives sooner. The window, which is narrower after 75, gets used. This is where I want to be precise, because precision matters here. No single food does this job alone. The mechanism requires three things happening together: fast-arriving leucine to activate mTOR, nitric oxide from citrulline to open the vascular pathway, and a background of consistent overall protein across the day to give the muscle what it needs to actually build. Watermelon provides two of those three in one place. That is not magic. That is a genuinely useful convergence. If you are over 75 and building this into your day, the research on protein timing points toward one specific window: within 30 to 45 minutes after any resistance effort. Even a short one, even 10 minutes of seated leg work, even walking up and down stairs 4 times. A 200-gram serving of watermelon flesh, alongside 20 to 25 grams of watermelon seed protein powder, gives you citrulline concentrations that match what clinical trials have used: a leucine hit that can activate mTOR in the narrow post-exercise window, and a fluid load that helps aging kidneys process the increased protein without strain. The egg comparison is not about which food is superior in the abstract. Eggs are genuinely good. The comparison is about mechanism and timing. An egg eaten at breakfast with no exercise preceding it, in a body whose vascular delivery is slower and whose anabolic window is narrower, is doing a fraction of the work it did at 40. The same protein, deployed differently in a faster absorbing form, paired with a compound that opens the vascular pathway, does more. The same body. Better conditions. There is a habit that almost every nutrition recommendation for older women skips entirely, and it is the one that makes protein timing actually work. Muscle in a body over 75 is not just resisting the anabolic signal, it is also fighting a constant low-grade breakdown signal. Cortisol, the stress hormone, rises slightly with age and runs higher in women who are sedentary, underslept, or undereating. Cortisol tells the body to dismantle muscle for fuel. Think of it as a slow drain in the bathtub. You can pour water in, protein, nutrients, timing. But if the drain is open, the tub never fills. The one input that closes that drain more reliably than anything else studied in women over 70 is leg strength work. Not long, not intense, brief, consistent, progressive load on the legs, the largest muscles in the body, is the signal that tells cortisol to stand down and tells the muscle-building machinery to stand up. This is the combination that changes outcomes after 75. Not the fruit alone, not the protein alone. The fruit and protein, timed around even modest leg effort, in a body where the cortisol drain has been reduced through consistent movement. Each piece closes a gap the others cannot close alone. If you want to know exactly how to structure that combination across 8 weeks, not in theory, but meal by meal, walk by walk, movement by movement, strong past the drop is what I built for exactly this. It is an 8-week protocol for women over 50 whose bodies have stopped responding the way they used to. Muscle-first meals, short strategic walks, simple leg strength routines that do not require a gym, and food timing specifically matched to the hormonal and metabolic reality of this stage. The mechanism is not discipline, it is rebuilding the signal. The link is on screen if you want it. One more piece that the research makes clear, and that most nutrition advice quietly ignores. The amount of protein a woman over 75 needs to achieve the same muscle protein synthesis response as a woman of 40 is substantially higher. A landmark 2016 analysis in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults required roughly 50% more leucine per meal to achieve the same mTOR activation as younger adults. 50%. That is not a small adjustment. That means the serving size that was adequate at 50 is likely leaving muscle protein synthesis underactivated at 75. Not because the body cannot respond, Because the threshold has moved. The door is heavier. The knock has to be harder. And the protein source that delivers leucine fastest inside the narrowest window matters more than it ever did before. This is also why the watermelon seed protein conversation is not about replacing eggs or meat or any other complete protein you are already eating. It is about adding a targeted, fast-acting leucine hit in the specific post-exercise window where the door is most open, and pairing it with citrulline that ensures the delivery hallway is clear. Eggs at dinner are still valuable. Watermelon seed protein in the 30 minutes after leg work is doing a specific job that eggs cannot do as well in that window. They are not competitors. They are different tools, timed to different jobs. The last thing worth understanding is this. After 75, the margin for waste narrows. The body's systems for absorbing, delivering, and using protein have all become more particular. That particularity is not a wall. It is a specification. Feed the specification precisely. The right amino acid profile, the right delivery speed, the right vascular environment, the right timing, the right volume relative to the shifted threshold, and the biology that allows muscle growth is still present, still operational, still responsive. Most health advice for women over 75 treats this stage as a management problem. It is not. It is an engineering problem. And engineering problems have solutions. You now understand the mechanism, not just what to eat, but why the delivery pathway matters as much as the protein itself, and what your muscle is actually waiting for in the hours after effort. That understanding is the gap most women never close, because nobody explains the machinery clearly. Strong past the drop is where I close it practically. 8 weeks, laid out specifically for the body you are in right now, not the one the research was done on. The protocol covers the eating window, how to build the first meal of the day so mTOR gets activated rather than bypassed, the exact leg movements that suppress the cortisol drain without taxing joints that have changed, and how to adjust across weeks when the body pushes back. It costs something because it took real